Welcome back, scholars, to Warframe Academy. Today's subject is... Yes, today we'll be answering an important question. What is combat in Warframe, and furthermore, how do we excel at this and absolutely destroy the game? Please stay until the end of the video for a special message from myself. So, I won't hold your hand, and I'll assume that if you're on this video, you're at least familiar with how to control the game relative to your platform, especially if you've watched my previous video on movement. So let's start off a bit more advanced. This is my Warframe loadout screen. Mine might look a bit different to yours, but fundamentally they are the same. Warframe is a game all about loadouts. You will bring with you into every mission usually these four things: a Warframe, a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, and a melee weapon. The Warframe is your character, and is in their own right a weapon or a tool. Some of them shoot lightning, some of them shoot flames, some of them go invisible, some of them dominate usage rates because they just don't fucking die, and some of them can play the Funny Among Us song on repeat. Your primary weapon is, at first glance, your main source of dealing damage. More veteran players will roll their eyes and wave their index fingers at me, but please let me continue. This weapon slot covers most conventional weapons such as shotguns, sniper rifles, assault rifles, bows, whatever the fuck this thing is. And I just want to take a quick second to plug the Patreon. Please subscribe for just £3 a month, or roughly $4 US. That money goes directly into making these videos better, and they guarantee that you'll get a shout out at the end of every video. Your secondary weapon is again instinctively just another gun in your belt capable of doing damage to enemies. This slot covers things like pistols, holy fuck, that's a lot of pistols, and some other things. And finally, your melee weapon is your beating stick, the high-tech chunkler for disciplining Grineer and Corpus scum. This covers a lot of conventional weapons like swords, katanas, two-handed katanas, and this thing that looks like you can hang laundry on it. There are other slots as well, but for now I feel like I've injected enough information directly into your frontal cortex. So for the new Tenno, I hope you've noticed that your melee weapon does a lot more attack than anything else in your arsenal right now. Don't worry, this is perfectly fine, just keep going. Eventually enemies will start lasting more than a few swings of your Skana or your bow staff, and that's when you'll need to learn about modding, but that's for a future video. If I could, and I hope I can, seeing as you're already here, I'd suggest crafting a strun for when your melee weapons start taking a bit more effort to kill. They can be bought from the market for 25,000 credits, which is like a single mission's worth of credits, and it is an absolute tank. You can barrel stuff most lower level enemies, and it will quickly turn them into a red slimy paste. And in the same vein, the Heck, the Zorus, the Atomos, and the Vectis are weapons that should absolutely be part of your kit by MR5. Some of these even seed play long into the endgame, especially looking at the Zorus. You may notice I also never mentioned the Warframe once. This is because literally every single Warframe is fantastic at any point in the game, and you can use practically any weapon with all of them and have a really good time. Power scaling in Warframe is really weird, because all the Warframes are great. However, the better Warframes are the ones that perform well outside of the box, with zero hang-ups, whereas the weaker Warframes are considered weaker because they take a little bit more finagling, a little bit more investment, and a little bit more knowledge. But that doesn't mean that they can't go way into the late game, because they will and usually do. Hell, the three that you can start with, Excalibur, Mag, and Volt, literally all have places where they excel in the late game, in different game modes. And that's it, Warframe combat in a nutshell. Once you learn how to mix movement, abilities, firing guns, and administering concussive maintenance to anything that dares to stand in your way, you will truly inhabit the spirit of martial prowess that is the Tenno. Oh, and for that special message I promised you. Can I just say how blown away I was at the reception to the pilot episode? That was crazy. You guys blew every other video I've ever made completely out of the water and set records across my entire channel. Every comment was amazing and positive, and I'm truly humbled to be a part of this amazing community, and I promise to make you all proud. Thank you very much. And a special shout out to Dydra and Default Account for joining the paid tier on the Patreon, and I hope to see more names going up there soon. Goodbye for now, scholars, and I'll see you in the next video, hacking and hacking minigames.